Good afternoon, guys. Hope everyone is having a good Saturday or a good weekend, whenever you're watching this. So right now, the girlfriend and I are headed to Corpus Christi to watch Christian, Nikki, and Tim compete in the Battle on the Bay, NPC Battle on the Bay. And so like the whole Alpha Elite team is actually headed up there right now. They're all there. I'm just really late. It's like 3 o'clock right now, but I got out of work late. So I'm headed up there right now, just in time to catch them for the night show. So I figured, while I'm on a road trip, why not just knock out two birds with one stone and do a Q&A. So I'm gonna do a Q&A, something that you guys have been asking for a while now. Finally had the time to do a Q&A, guys, and drew up a list of questions, a good list of questions, so you guys can know a lot more about me as opposed to just watching the workout vlogs and everything like that. So let's start.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with several questions from Rodney Fagan.
Rodney Fagan is the winner of the day, who asks 20 questions. He asked me 20 questions, and Rodney, if you're watching this, I'm going to answer every single one of your questions. So thank you. Actually, I just want to take some time before I start with this to really thank you guys for the amazing support, for the subscriptions, for all the shared videos that you guys are doing. I'm watching my activity and I see a lot of people actually sharing my videos. And yeah, guys, so let's begin.
Okay, question number 1.
Okay.
How did you meet Christian?
Okay, funny story. Christian and I was actually, a subscriber, and I was one of his first people in his 900 square foot gym. And I emailed him and said, I actually Facebook messaged him, funny story. And I said, Christian, big fan. I live close to you. Can I come work out? And we just hit it off from there. So as you see, guys, now that we've grown a lot more, we can call friends as opposed to just acquaintances. So yeah, guys, spend more time with those people, get to know them better, and be open-minded to everybody. So next question.
What is your favorite lift to do?
My favorite lift. That's a good one. My absolute favorite lift is dumbbell rows. I love dumbbell rows, and I think that's why my back is my strongest point in terms of my physique. And I love to go heavy. It's just a good movement for me.
Okay, question number 3. Where do you work at?
I work pretty much like a family business. We do like restaurant supplies, manufacturing, and stuff like that. Won't get into too much detail about that because it's kind of like private, and I like to keep it separate from YouTube. But thanks for asking.
This is my favorite question. How did you and your girlfriend meet, and how long have you two been dating?
Okay, so we've actually been dating for 6 years and 9 months now. And so quite a while now, 6 years and 9 months. And we actually met back in high school. A funny story. It's a really long story, but just the short of it is we had, chemistry class together. I used to cheat off of her tests. And stay in school, guys. So I used to cheat off of her test, and we actually pretty much fate brought us together when we were supposed to have breakfast with a group of friends, and it ended up only being us two, and that's when we hit it off. And then I got the courage to ask her out, and here we are now, 6 years and 9 months later.
What's your favorite athlete shirt?
My favorite athlete shirt. I'm wearing it right now. It's the Black Experiment, the one that just got launched. I love this color. I don't know why. It looks like kind of like a glow-in-the-dark color. So if you're watching this, Rodney, I hope you bought one of these. Or anybody else that's watching my videos, you guys have better have bought a lot of athlete shirts, because if you don't, you'll regret it. They're amazing quality, and they're probably all sold out by the time you watch this video.
What is your supplement stack?
For supplements, I don't really take much. I just take multivitamins and pre-workout sometimes. Most of the time I drink Monsters. And if you consider protein powder a supplement, I don't consider it a supplement, I consider it a food. But that's my whole supplement stack.
So I don't know if this one's pretty much like a repeat to the lift question, but it states, what are your best lifts on squat, bench, and deadlift?
Okay, so if we're talking about best ever list, we'll go from there. My best ever bench, this was all at about like 205 pounds. I'm 163 pounds now, so quite a drop. And that was before I started competing, and that was like the forever bulk stage. So I was like 205. I benched, I believe like 360 for one. I squatted, the most I ever squat was 365 for like a set of 4. And that was like before I injured myself. And then deadlifts, I stopped doing conventionals and sumos altogether. When I did do deadlifts seriously, I used to do conventionals and I pulled 480. So that was it.
Are you going to compete anytime soon?
I'm gonna compete next year. I think that I decided that, you know, this year I should just take off because it's a lot of stress and it's a very selfish sport when you're competing. You know, you don't just put your life on pause. Everything has to keep going. But when you compete, it's a lot of work as opposed when you're trying to balance out your life, your relationship, your family, and work. So I just took time off, and it doesn't pay the bills. I do it because I love it. But nonetheless, I will, you know, compete next year again and going for my pro card next year. Trying to.
What is your favorite cheat meal?
Well, since I am a flexible dieter, I'm an advocate of it. There really isn't a cheat meal because if I am craving it, I'm gonna fit in my macros. But if we were to say things like that, just as opposed to, let me see, is it still recording?
I think so.
It is still recording, guys. We're safe. I was trying to see if I was like losing any of the footage. But if we were to say favorite cheat meal, I want to say Pizookies. I would say Pizookies. Pizookies, if you guys don't know, is pretty much from a restaurant called BJ's. And what they do is they get a huge cookie and they heat it up and then they put ice cream on top. So very fattening, but very worth it.
Favorite color?
Favorite color is red. Red all the way. I went through a phase where I was very insecure about my color because I thought red was too flamboyant, so I moved on to blue. But it's red all over again. And I actually got on red shoes right now. Red Nike Hyperfeels. And it's just a color that brings out everything. Like everywhere you go, if you wear red, it draws attention, and it's just a good looking color. Classy.
How old are you?
I am 24 years old. Born in 1991. April 11th, 1991. So my subscribers, if you know what I like, send me something in the mail.
Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show is Walking Dead. I love zombies.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, I want to say Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio.
How tall are you?
5'9".
Do you have a Twitter?
Nope, I do not, guys. Just Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're not following me, if you haven't added me as a friend on Facebook, I don't know what you're waiting for. I honestly don't know, so just go ahead and add me right now.
What are your favorite songs right now?
So before I answer this question, pause the video, go to Facebook, and add me. Daniel Hoang, so that's Daniel and then my last name Hoang. Favorite song right now of all time right now. I like "See You Again" by Wiz Khalifa and I think it's Charlie Puth.
So, what got you into fitness?
Well, originally, you know, I was always growing up when I was just a skinny kid all the time, and I started playing golf. I got into golf in high school, like my third year of high school, and you know, when I was playing golf, I didn't hit far enough. You know, my form was good, but just the ball did not go far enough. So I decided, I was like, you know, every day after golf, I would practice 4 or 5 hours, and every day after golf, I would go to the gym and just start lifting. You know, just start lifting, and eventually I got hooked onto it, obviously, and slowly fitness took over golf, and now I don't even play golf anymore, which I miss. Chick-fil-A cup for the road trip.
Do you have a favorite quote?
Yeah, my favorite quote. I do have a favorite quote. I want to say it's you only live once, but if you do it right, you won't need a second life.
Ouch. So, last one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, guys. Well, I think 5 years, I'll be around 30 years old, so I want to be at least engaged by then, by the age of 29. My girlfriend's sitting right next to me. Oops. I want to be quite successful in the Instagram / YouTube fitness community. You know, I don't do this for the money. I don't do YouTube or Instagram for the money. I do it for the love. I do it to inspire people, to help people. And then in terms of work outside of fitness, you know, I don't know, honestly. I can say that I want this much money in my pocket or I want this much, but money does not define success. I just want to be at a stage where I'm comfortable with my life, I'm happy, and the people that are around me are, I'm only surrounding myself with like-minded individuals who are ambitious and share common goals. So,
well, that's it from Rodney.
Thank you, Rodney. 20 questions, 1 hour later.
Next question comes from CK Bodybuilding.
Okay, CK Bodybuilding.
So his question is, what are your current macros?
My current macros, actually a lot of people are asking me this on Instagram. My current macros are 60 fat, 285 carbs, and 190 protein. So right now I just got off of my kind of like dieting phase. So I'm retransitioning into my bulk, so I'm kind of reverse dieting so that I don't gain too much fat. What's the time at? How long were we recording?
I have no idea. 13
minutes. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's good. You guys better share this video. It's gonna be a really long video. I think it might be like 25 minutes. So you guys better love me for this. I didn't leave out any questions. On all the videos that you guys asked me, I didn't leave out any single one. Or I'm not going to.
So next question comes from, I don't know if you say France or France,
Bockwurst.
And
Frank Bockwurst.
the question is meal timing irrelevant?
Well, in terms of meal timing, just like the old saying where you need to eat every 2 hours to boost your metabolism, all that is false, guys. The reason why I say it's irrelevant is because it really doesn't matter how often you eat. It just matters on what your daily caloric intake is. You can eat 8 meals, or you can eat 2 meals, and they equal out the same calories, and it will not make a difference. I feel like it's just all mental, where you feel like when you work out, you need to eat 30 minutes later, or you'll go catabolic, which is not true. But that's just all mental, in my opinion. It's worked for me, as you see. Like, when I'm done working out, I don't need to eat like 30 minutes after. I have a protein shake right away. So it just goes by example, guys. You know, you can take everybody's word for it and say like, this guy said this or this guy said that, but you have to know what works for you. So try it out. You know, just take in the same calories as you would do if you would eat 8 meals, and I guarantee you'll look the same.
So this question comes from Andres Alvarez.
Andres Alvarez, this is your question.
And the question is, he's wondering if Christian's ever going to open the gym to the public.
The answer to that is no, guys. The gym is exclusively for Christian, his friends, and his Alpha Elite team, and his company. So we make it private to where, or he makes it private to where, you know, he doesn't like being bothered. You know, it's his time. He can conduct business without anybody, you know, interrupting with any of his stuff. So the answer is no to that. Sorry, guys.
Okay, next question. I'm just gonna get it from Fat Zonky. But there's a lot of people wondering, are you Vietnamese?
I'm Chinese. I know that I have a Vietnamese last name. So if you're Vietnamese, you probably know that I have a Vietnamese last name. Funny story is my parents were actually born in Vietnam, but my original origin comes from China. So I am Chinese, guys. I know I look Vietnamese. Sorry to disappoint you Vietnamese people, but I am a Chinese person. So I do speak Chinese. I speak Cantonese. I speak a little bit of Mandarin, English, and yeah, so trilingual.
He understands a little bit of Spanish too.
A little bit of Spanish.
Okay, next question comes from Edward Robinson, and he is wondering if you work for Alpha Elite.
Okay, do I work for Alpha Elite? The answer is no, guys. Christian is a friend, so everything that I'm doing is pretty much all in just out of friendship or favors, because of the fact that, you know, a good guy like that only comes along once in a while, and it's so great to see somebody of that age accomplish something so large at such a young age. So no, I do not work for Alpha Elite. However, you know, he does take care of us, you know, when we take care of him. So it's kind of like goes hand in hand. Glad to be a part of the process. Glad to be a part of Alpha Elite team. And yeah.
Okay. Next question is from Sophomore Chance, and he is wondering, what lifting shoes would you recommend for an intermediate?
Lifting shoes. Okay, as opposed for squats and, well, just squats in general, I use Nike Romelios. I like them a lot better than the Adidas, the Adi Powers, because they're a lot more sturdy, a lot more higher quality. So that's what I use for squats. For deadlift, or just for every other lift, for deadlifts, I'll usually take my shoes off if I do deadlift, but I don't anymore. But for every other lift, you know, it really doesn't matter. You can just wear regular shoes. So I wear my Nike Hyperfeels, just something comfortable that won't hurt your foot, and that you can be very agile in. So that's what I wear.
Sweet. So last question comes from Jimmy Wang.
Jimmy Wang.
And he is wondering, do you think I can work out with you guys anytime soon?
Well, Jimmy asked if he can work out with us anytime soon, and that answer is, as opposed to working out with the Alpha Elite team, that answer is out of my jurisdiction. But if Jimmy, you came down to Houston and you wanted to hit a workout, and you hit me up on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you message me and say, hey Daniel, you know, I'm a subscriber, I want to get a lift in, get to know you better, I'm all for it, you know. I'm always up to meet new people, and especially those who watch my videos and support me. So I'm very down, guys. You know, I'm open-minded to everything. If you guys want to get a lift in, definitely shoot me a text, or not a text, an Instagram message or anything like that. So that's it. Okay, that's gonna conclude all of the questions for now. I know you guys are very anxious to see this video, so by the time this drops, you would have already seen, you know, you'll see the footage of Christian and everything like that. So I'm gonna make a separate video of this video and our day as an Alpha Elite team in Corpus Christi. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for all your questions and all your concerns about us. And thank you again, guys, for supporting the Alpha Elite team as well, and Alpha Elite Athletics as a whole. So see you guys later, and love you guys. Oh, don't forget to hashtag HoangFit to track all your progress photos and to help inspire others as well, guys. Take care.